What is happening to people, and why has it become so common to act as though you're dead, to be so unalive, to be so lifeless? Why is it that you never see people light up, like with a glow in their eyes, with a smile on their face? No one is happy to see you. no one, no one is like grateful to be here. No one is thankful to be here. Is it because people are suffering so much? And then I think that the suffering doesn't become better by not allowing yourself to come alive and not like reinforcing positive energies or like liveliness. And the strange thing is that I've noticed when I'm in a good mood and I am lit up in my own energy. I am breathing deeply. I'm happy to be me. I'm happy to exist. I'm happy to wake up and realize that I am still here and it is a beautiful day. Sure, there might be a lot of painful things that I'm carrying as well, but I don't want to go out into the world and lay that pain upon other people because I don't want to burden people with the pain that I'm already burdened by. Of course, it would be lovely if when I shared my pain, I was mirrored in it, I was met in that pain. But instead, people try and shut it down or say, don't feel that, don't think that. They try to justify it or try to make it into a discussion. You won't be met with compassion or acceptance. No one is going to accept that you're in pain because they don't accept that they're in pain. And that's the problem. And so, even if you go to a psychologist or a therapist, they too won't accept what you feel. It's always, why do you think that is? Or how can we change this? Instead of just being a human, meeting another human where they are, it is a lack of presence, it is a lack of awareness, it's a lack of like meeting each other where we are. So instead, we shut it down. And so, coming back to what I said before, when I am lit up in my own energy and I go into the world, um, it is scary how repelling that energy is to other people. So now I know that if I don't want to talk to anyone, if I want to repel people as much as possible, then I need to be as lively as I possibly can. I need to be like become as a child. And that will repel people. That is the worst thing you can be. Completely pure and just completely in your essence, completely lit up because wow, I'm alive, I'm me. How wonderful it is to be me, to experience life, to experience myself, to experience other people, to be in an interaction with someone. But other people, they don't feel that way. So it's a very isolating feeling. It's a very lonely feeling to feel alive and realize that people don't want to be alive. They don't want to be here. They don't want to interact. They don't want to feel anything because if they were to feel alive, then they would also have to feel that pain that they don't want to accept that they feel. To feel alive is to accept all of it. When you sit with the pain, you also sit with the joy and vice versa. When you open yourself up to the joy, you open yourself up to the pain. Just as I realized a few years ago when I felt very, very, very vulnerable and it was springtime and the flowers on the trees were opening and I broke down in tears. I was so emotional, and I felt so much pain and joy at the same time because I was like, this is so beautiful. Like, life is blooming once again. Like, it's spring again. Life is opening up, but also those flowers are gonna fall off the trees. Those flowers are gonna, wither, and and that's just life. That, like, you can't have one without the other. You can't have the opening without the closing. You can't have the life without the death. That is just how it is in every aspect of being a human, not just like physical birth and physical death, but also just in life. You will have expansion and contraction, expansion and contraction. That's just how it is. But people, they're stuck. They don't want to either expand or contract. So they're just kind of tensed up. They won't light up. They won't there's no dynamic. And so you will be met with the most stone-faced, cold, harsh, lifeless, dead expression, and also body language. Like, just pay attention to it. The more lively you are, the more people will have the most closed off body language, the more ice cold, dead expression. Like, nothing can make them come alive, especially not another person who is alive. And I have this theory that the problem, or the the reason why people won't come alive, they won't light up. Yeah, you can't force them to light up. You can't force them to go into this expansion. Um, I think it's because they have so much resistance towards the pain. They are they have not reached the point of, okay, I accept my pain. I accept that I'm suffering. I accept I don't feel good enough. I accept that I feel sad. I feel depressed. I feel anxious. If they were to accept it, then that will be a state of expansion. It sounds like a state of contraction, or contracting, but it is an expansion. It's an allowance. It's allowing what is. I suffer. I feel pain. I don't feel good enough. I'm not where I want to be in life. Accept that you resist it. Because the more you resist it, the less change there's going to be. It starts with, like, let's start with not resisting it. You can't necessarily be okay or simply accept it, but start by releasing the tension. Stop fighting it. Remove the fight. Remove the urge to fix it or to, like, push back, and just admit to yourself, like, I'm done fighting it. I'm done running from it. I'm done resisting it. Then you can start to accept it. Then you can start to accept the pain. And then you can start to move into accepting the joy. But if you resist one thing, if you don't allow yourself to crumble completely and accept that, if you don't allow yourself to become complete sadness and just accept, I am only sadness, I am only anxiety, I'm only fear, just completely go into it, then you will continue to resist, and you live in that limbo where you're not really alive, but you're also not dead. You're just kind of a zombie, just going through life, just resist. Don't change, don't do anything differently. And the reason why I think this is because I myself have been going through many years of suffering, and also many years of resisting the suffering. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to feel good enough. How long am I going to feel this way? I don't have any hope. And then always resisting it, always not acknowledging that, but this is my reality. This is what's happening. This is what I feel. Okay, let's start there. The pain is the entry, it's like the entrance into yourself, into a more full life. If you resist it, then you resist one half of life and you won't really come alive. Then you just live and then die. And then that's it. If you want that, but it's just really, really sad. Um, and yeah, I know that feeling of having, like, feeling so dead, feeling so dissociated that I can't come too much alive. I can't, wear too many colors or wear something that people notice or even have an expression on my face because I don't want to become too much alive. I don't want to become too visible. I don't want to be here that much. Like, let me just let me just numb myself like 90% so I can cope with being here instead of actually coming alive, actually being here. I don't know if it's because people don't want it or they've just had enough suffering, but they don't know how to move through it. They don't know what to do with it. They've had enough, but also they haven't had enough because they continue to do the same thing. They continue to have that lifeless, dead way of interacting with people. And it's really, really, really sad. And the weird thing is that when you go out into the world and you put on the mask of I am suffering, if you go out and you pretend that you are exactly as lifeless and dead as these people, exactly as, limp and and just dead in your body language, in your expression, and you just completely let yourself become what they are, then it's weird because then you will start to realize that people, oh, they light up because there's someone like me. Like, someone else is in this state as well, which proves my point that they want to accept it. They want to allow it. They want to be seen in the pain. They want to be mirrored. But the thing is that they're waiting for someone else to physically mirror their own body language, their own facial expression back to them of instead of waiting for that other person to mirror you. What about mirroring yourself? Accept towards yourself that you feel what you feel. Look into the mirror and say to yourself, I hate myself. I hate my existence. I suffer. I'm in pain. Like, take responsibility for what you feel. Because the other thing is just so freaking sad that other people only light up when they see someone as dead and lifeless as themselves. Like, just pay attention to it the next time you go out.